thunder, lightning, or in rain.
When the hurly-burly's done, and when the battle's lost and won.
That'll be ere the setting sun. Oh, where the place?
Upon the hill.
There to meet with Macbeth. Oh, I come, great Malcolm.
Paddock calls.
Anon.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair.
Hover through the fog and the filthy air. This is the captain who, like a good and hearty soldier, fought against my captivity.
He can report, it seems, of his plight, but the revolt the new estate.
Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it. The helpful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald. Worthy to be rebel for to that, the multiplying billions of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles, soldiers and warriors with axes supplied, and fortune, its dead coral smiling, showed like a rebel's whore. But I'm almost too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name. From the western... Standing portion with his brandished steel would smoke with bloody execution, like Valor's minion, carved out his passions till he faced a rogue, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him till he split him from belly to jaw, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Worthy cousin, valiant gentleman.
As whence the sun begins its reflection, shipwrecking his horns and direful thunders break. From them that spring whence comfort seemed to come, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, mark! No sooner just as had with valor arm compelled these Irish soldiers to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lord surveying vantage, with furbished arms and new men, begin a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as the sparrows trouble the eagle, or the hare scare the lion. I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks, so they doubly redoubled their strokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds. I am faint. My rashes cry for help.
So while thy words become the as thy wounds, they smack of honor both. Go, get him surgeons. Who comest here?
The worthy Thane of Ross. What a haste looks for his eyes.
God save the king.
Whence comest thou, worthy thing?
From Fife, great king, where Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till Macbeth, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude, victory fell on us.
Great happiness, no more shall that Thane of Cawdor deceive our bosom interest. Go, announce his present death, and with his current title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, brave Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
And sister, where thou?
Oh, sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched.
Give me, quoth I,
Yes.
go away, witch, the woman cried.
Oh, her husband to Aleppo's gone, Captain the Tiger. But in the sieve I'll feather sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and
I'll give thee a wind.
oh, thou art kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other, and the very ports they know, all the quarters that they know. In the shipman's yard I'll drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his dwelling lid. He shall live a man forbid. 9 times 9 shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his ship cannot be lost yet, it shall be taken. Oh, look what I have. Oh, show me. Here I have a pilot's thumb. Wrecked as homeward he did come. A drum! Macbeth, go! The weird sisters hand in hand. Travelers of the sea and land. First of all, out of mouth. First and thrice again to me. Peace, the charm's wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen. How far is it to Forest?
Hello.
What are these? So withered, so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me. You should be women, though your looks forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can, what are you?
Oh, all hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter.
Good sir. Why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical or that which outwardly you show? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and royal hope, that he seems rapt withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail! Lesser than Macbeth, and greater too.
Not so happy yet. Much happier.
Thou shalt get kings though thou be none, so all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By my father's death, I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but Cawdor. The Thane of Cawdor lives approximately this way. I understand not the possibility believe you want to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted field you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
Whither are they gone?
Would they had stayed?
Were such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten upon the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too, was it not so?
To the exact tune and words. Who is here?
The king happily received Macbeth the news of thy success. And when he read thy personal venture in the rebel's fight, he wondered, and his praises did contend which should be thine or his. Silenced with that, and viewing o'er the rest of the self-same day, he finds thee, and the stout Norwegian ranks nothing afeard of what they self did spake, strange images of death. As thick as tale came post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in the kingdom's great defense, and poured them down before him.
We are here to bid thee from our royal master's thanks, and to herald thee to his sights, not pay thee.
And for hint of greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor. In which edition, hail most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives, why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
The thing who was lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was allied with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with hidden help advantage, or under both that he labored in his country's wreck, I know not. But treason's capital confessed and proved to have overthrown him.
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not wish your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That, trusted home, might entitle you to the throne, besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to lead us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. Supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath given me promise of success commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. Good. Why do I yield to that hard image that doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of judgment? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes from my single state of man that function as mother and surmise. Nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me king, by chance may crown me without my stir.
New honors come upon him, like our strange garments. Cleave not to their mold, but with aid of use.
Come what may, time and hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor, my dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day we turn the leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. Think about what hath chanced. In more time, let us speak our free hearts to each other.
Very gladly.
So then enough. Come, friend.
Is execution done on Cawdor yet? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back. But I spoke with one who saw him die, who did report that, very frankly, he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like the leaving of it. He died as one that had been prepared in his death to throw away the dearest thing he owned as toward careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's true meaning in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Worthy cousin, the sin of mine ingratitude even now weighs heavy on me. Thou art so far before that the swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hadst deserved less of the proportion both of thanks and payment, might have been mine. All is left to say is more as I do, the more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee full. Noble Banquo, thou hast deserved no less, nor must be known no less. Let me enfold thee and hold thee close to mine heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and those of you whose places are the nearest, know we shall establish our estate upon our son, Malcom, whom we shall from henceforth name Prince of Cumberland, which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further here.
I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife at your approach. So, humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
Prince of Cumberland, that has stepped on us fall down or else leap over, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires, and not light see my black and deep desires. The eye ignores the hand, they let that be. Which the eye fears when it is done to see.
True, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed for. It is a banquet unto me. Let us after him who is to bid us welcome. He is a peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the most certain report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they vanished. As I stood rapt in the wonders of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title these weird sisters saluted me, and before referring to me with "Hail, King that shalt be," this have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay to thy heart my farewell. Thane of Glamis thou art, and Cawdor shalt be what thou art promised. Yet I do fear thy nature. 'Tis too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness that attends it. What thou wouldst highly, thou wouldst holily, would not play false, and yet would wrongly win. Thou would have great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do. If thou were to have it, then rather dost fear to do than wish should be undone. Come, be hither, that I may pour my spirits into thine ear, and chastise thee with the valor of my tongue, all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid do seem to wish thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is thy master not with him, who wert so would have informed his wife for preparation?
So please you, it is true. Our thane is coming. One of my fellows was ahead of him who, almost dead for dread, feared more than make up his message.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse. There croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan. Under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts. Unsex me here. Fill me from the crown to the top toe full of the direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passages to remorse, so that no compunctious visitings of nature may shake fell my purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast, and take my milk for bitter acid, you murdering ministers, wherever in your dark hiding places you wait on nature's mischief. Come thick night, and wrap me in the darkest smoke of hell, so that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great thing, Linus, worthy Condor, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present. I feel now the future in this instant.
My dearest love. Duncan comes here tonight.
And one goes hence.
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Never that morrow see. Your face, my babe, is a book on which men may read troubling matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. You're welcome in your eye, in your hand, in your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent that lies beneath it. He that comes tonight requires tending, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which for all her nights and days to come will give solely sovereign sway to masterdom.
We will speak further.
When we look up to clear, to alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. Here doth nimbly and sweetly recommend itself unto our gentler senses. See, our gracious host. Where's thy husband? Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We followed at his heels and had hopes to overtake and welcome him, but he rides swiftly, and his love, sharp as a spur, hath helped into his home before us. Kindly, lovely hostess, we are your guests tonight.
We are your servants, have ours, ourselves, and what is ours always, to enjoy at your highness's pleasure.
Give me thine hand, and conduct me to thine host. We love him highly, and will continue in our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
For we're done when we're done, and 'twere well we're done quickly. The assassination couldn't stand the consequence then. But this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But in these cases, we would teach bloody instructions, which being taught return a plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients for a poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then as his host, who should against his murder shut the door and not bear the knife myself. Besides, This Duncan has borne his faculty so humble, been so clear in his great office that his virtues plead like angels, trumpet tongued with the deep damnation of his murdering. No spur to correct my intent, only vaulting ambition which leaps over itself and falls on the other.
He hath almost supped. Why have you left his chamber?
Have you asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which should be enjoyed now when it was lost, not cast aside so soon.
Was your hope drunk? Hath it slept, sits, and wakes it now? To look so green and pale, like what it once did so freely. Thou wilt fear to act the same in thine own valor, as thou art in desire. Dost thou live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not come after I want to?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man who dares more as none.
What beast was it then that made you tell me of this enterprise? When you dared to do it, then you are a man. And to do so much more, you would be so much more the man. Nor time, nor place were right, and yet you would have done it then. They have made themselves right, and their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and I know how tender it is to love the nursing babe. I would, though 'twas smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed his brains out, had I so sworn to you as you had sworn to this.
If we should fail...
We fail! But screw your cards to this sticking place. We cannot fail. When Duncan is asleep, which his long day's journey will soundly invite him, his 2 chamberlains will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, be a nearer seat of reason, and in swinish sleep the wretched nature's lies as in death. What cannot you and I perform upon that unguarded Duncan? What can we not put upon his great officers, who shall bear the guilt of our quell?
Bring forth sons only, for that undaunted spirit to compose nothing but males. Will it be so received when smeared with blood will sleep each of his own chamber and use their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other? And we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death.
And settle to bend up each corporeal agent to his terrible feet. Boy, not the time of fair show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know. Go, bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. I give thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand? I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision? Sensible to feeling, as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger to the mind? False creation proceeding from the heat oppressive brain. I see thee yet, for as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshaled me the way that I was going. Such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes made fools the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade handle gouts of blood, which was not so before. Now the one half world nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the current sleep and wither murder. Awakened by a sentinel, the wolf, whose howl is watched, thus with a stealthy pace, with ravaging strides towards its design, moves like a ghost! Sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk, for fear the very stones speak of my whereabouts, and take the present horror from the time which now suits him. While they threat he lives, or it's the heat of deeds to cold breath gives. I go and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it's a knell, Some see to heaven or hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that cried, the fatal bellman. He's carrying out the deed. The doors are open, and the drunken servants do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their liquor. Death and nature do contend about them, whether sleeping soundly or slain.
Who's there? What ho?
Oh, alack! I am afraid they have awakened and the deed is not done. Oh, 'tis the attempt and not the deed which confounds us. The daggers there, how could he have missed them? He had not resembled my father as he slept. I would have done it myself. Oh, my husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Didst thou not speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended.
I?
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say. A sorry sight.
One did laugh in his sleep. One cried murder, they did wake each other. I stood and heard them. They did say their prayers and get to sleep. One cried, God bless us, and amen the other. As if they'd see me with these hangman's hands, listening to fear I could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
Why ever cannot I pronounce amen? I most need a blessing, amen stuck in my throat.
You must not think after these deeds in such ways. It will drive us mad.
I thought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. Innocent sleep.
What do you mean?
Still, the voice cried, sleep no more! To all the house. Glamis has murdered sleep. Therefore Cotter shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? My worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go on, get some water. Wash your hands of this filthy witness. Why have you brought the daggers from the place? They must lay there. Go on, smear the sleeping rooms with blood.
No! I'll not go back. I'm afraid to think what I've done. Look out again, I dare not.
Firm of purpose. Give me the daggers. Sleeping in the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood which fears the painted devil.
From whence comes that knocking? What ails me that every noise appalls me? What hands are here? They pluck out mine eyes! Could all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No. This my hand would rather turn the seas dark crimson.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear knocking at the south gate. Retire we to our chambers. A little water clears us of this deed. Hark! More knocking! Put on your night clothes, lest occasion calls to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my teacher, best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking, I wish thou couldst.
Here is a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should oft turn the key. Knock, knock, never and quiet. What are you? It is too cold for hell. Anon, anon, I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late before you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second cock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
And what 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, a red nose, sleep, and urine. And the luxury, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink is said to be an equivocator of luxury. It makes him and mars him, it persuades him, but takes away the performance. It sets him on and takes him off, makes him to stand and not to stand. In conclusion, it equivocates him in sleep and, giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir, in the very throat on me. But I requited him for his lie. But I think being stronger than him, though he took my leg up sometime, yeah, I made a shift to cast him. I threw up.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thing?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely upon him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight removes pain. This is the door.
Make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
You know, the night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death and prophesied accidents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events new hedged to the woeful time. The owl clamored the livelong night, and some even said the earth was feverish, did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
Young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! 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 Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stolen thence the life of the building.
What does he say, the life?
Meaning his majesty?
Approach the chamber, do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Malcom, Banquo, awake! Shake off this downy sleep death's counterfeit and look upon death itself. Up, up and see the great doom's image. As from your graves, rise up and walk like ghosts to countenance this horror.
What business is it that such hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of this house? Speak, speak.
Gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak, for repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered!
Whoa, alas! What, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear dove, I prithee. What are you guys over to say? It is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant there's nothing serious mortality. All's but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, but your dregs has left the spots Pragya.
What's the matter?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, and the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Those of these chambers, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all spattered with blood, so were their daggers, which might be found upon their pillows. They stared and were confused. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me in my fury that I did kill them.
Why did you so?
To be wise, amazed, tempered, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment. No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like a breach in an age for ruin's wasteful entrance. They're the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and that heart courage to make that love known?
Oh, help me, Hess. Oh, look to the lady. Look to the lady.
Why do I hold my tongue? What should be spoke here, my fate, hidden in a dark and homing Russian season? It's away, our tears are not yet brewed.
When we have our naked frailties hid that do suffer in their exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence, against the undivulged pretense of treasonous malice, I fight.
And so do I.
So
all.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented.
What will I do? Let me not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow as an office which a false man does easy. Out to England, where where I am. There's daggers and men's smiles, the nearer bloody. This murder is plotted only just begun, and my safest way is to avoid the scheme. Therefore, to horse and let me not be polite and leave taking, but sink away. There is more in that theft which steals itself, and there's no mercy left.
Young men, threescore I can remember well, within the volumes of which time I've seen hours dreadful and things strange, but this sore night hath trifled former knowings.
Good father, thou seest the heavens, is troubled with man's act, threatens his bloody stage. By the clock, 'tis day, yet dark night strange.
No, wait, 'tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. You see, on Tuesday last, a falcon towering in her pride of place was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed. And Duncan's horses, thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift, the minions of their race turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out contending against obedience as they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon.
How goes the world, sir, now?
Why see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas, what good could they pretend?
They were bribed. The king's son, Malcom, is stolen away and fled, which puts upon him suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still. No thriftless ambition that will ram it up against thy life's creator. 'Tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named, and gone to Scone for his coronation.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Colmkill, sacred storehouse of his predecessor and guardian of their bones.
Will you just go?
No, cousin, I'll to Fife.
Well, we will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu, lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Farewell.
God's benediction go with you, and with those that can make good of bad, and friends of foes.
Thou hast it now. King, Cador, Lennox, all as the weird women promised. And I fear you played most foul before it. But it was said that it should not stand in thy posterity, but myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why, by the verities made good upon thee, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope?
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it would be a gap in our great feast, an old thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir. I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with an indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as to fill the time twixt this and supper. I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins of Stowe in England, not confessing to his cruel patricide, filling his hearers with strange deception. But of that tomorrow, and therewithal we on cause of state craving destroyed them. Hurry to horse, adieu till your return at night. Goes your son Fleance with you?
Aye. My good lord, our time does call upon us.
I do wish your horse is swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Well then, God be with you. Sir Allward, tend those men our instruction.
They are, my lord, outside the palace gates.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing but to be safely thus. Fears and Banquo sit deep. His royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares. That dauntless temper of his mind, he has the wisdom of a guide his valor to act in safety. It's none but he whose being I do fear. Now under him my genius is rebuked. It said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chided the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, then bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head placed a fruitless crown, put a barren scepter in my grip, thence be wrenched with a callous hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's offspring have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, have I murdered. For breakers in the vessel of my peace, only for them. My eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man to make them kings. The seed of Banquo's kings. Who's there? Now go to the door and say till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then, have you considered my speeches? Now, if you have stationed the fowl not in the worst rank of manhood, say it. Now put that business to your bosoms whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who are health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets is so incensed that I am reckless what I do despite the world.
And I another, so weary with disaster, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any cause, to mend it or be rid of it.
Both of you know that Banquo is your enemy, so is he mine. At such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrust against the nearest of my life. And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall will I myself struck down. So it is that I, to your assistance, do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Your spirit shine through you. Then the hour, I'll advise you where to place yourself in. Just when. It must be done tonight, away from the palace. Whose thought that I require clearness. And with him, to leave no rubs nor botch in the work. Fleance, his son, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's. Let's embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'm my lord.
Call upon you straight, abide within. It is concluded. Banquo, they source fight. But find heaven. Let's find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
I will, your highness.
Naught's had. All spent. For her desires got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than in destruction dwell in doubt and fear. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? How sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died. Things without remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We've scorched the snake, that killed it. She'll recover and be herself, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of a former tooth. Let the frame of things disjoin, both the world suffer, for we'll eat our meals in fear and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, we gain our peace of centerpiece, than the torch of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. Through life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done us worse, nor steel, nor poison, rebellion, invasion, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleep over your rugged looks.
Be bright and jovial among our guests tonight.
So shall I, love. So I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Send to eminence both the eye and tongue, and safe the while we must lave our honors in these flattering streams. Make our faces facades to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knows that Banquo and his son Fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy is not eternal.
There is comfort yet. They are vulnerable. Be thou joyful. For before the bat hath flown his cloister flight, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest thou, and I'll applaud the deed. Come night, scarf of the tender eye of pitiful day, let thy bloody and invisible hand destroy and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps you pale. Night thickens, crows make wings to the dense wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, whilst night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvel at my words? Hold thee still. Things born bad make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
The West yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark! I hear horses.
Then 'tis he. The rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court.
His horses are to the stables.
Almost a mile from hence to the palace gate, but he does usually make it their walk. A light, a light.
'Tis he. Stay to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Then let it rain.
Oh, treachery! Fly, Fleance, fly, fly! Thou mayest revenge! Oh, villain!
There's but one down. The sun has fled.
And we've lost best half of our fare.
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
Is he gonna get revived?
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host.
Wants it for me, sir, and to all our friends.
Where my heart speaks, they are welcome. See they encounter thee with their hearts' things. Be large in mirth, and none will drink and measure the table round. There's blood upon my cheek.
It's Banquo's then.
'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
Sir, his throat is split. It's like that I did for him.
Thou art the best of cutthroats. Though thou's good that they like for Fleance. Thou didst sit thou at the unparalleled.
Master well, sir, Fleance has escaped.
Here comes my fit again. I'd else been perfect. Whole as the marble, as fountain as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. My cat and crib confined, bound to saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo is safe?
I'm safe in a ditch with 20 trenchant gashes, 'tis. I'm my what?
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The Lord that's fled hath nature that time will venom breed, no teeth for the present, yet be gone.
My royal lord, you do not give cheer. To feed we're best at home. And thence, sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting were bare without it.
So you remember it, sir. Good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both. Here our country's honor roofed, where the grace and person of our Banquo present, who may rather challenge for unkindness than pity from his chance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What is the matter, my lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His Highness is not well.
Oh, sit, my worthy friends. Our Lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. If you much note him, you shall offend and extend his passion. Feed and regard not. Are you a man?
Bold one too, that would put now to appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Flaws and starts, impostures to true fear, would well become a woman's story told at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandma. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but upon a stool.
Prithee, see there. Behold, look. Oh, how say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not speak to, or grace to send those who bury back our monuments with the moths of kites.
What? Quite unmanned folly?
I stand here, I saw him.
Fie for shame.
Blood has been shed before now. I am since two murders have been performed too terrible for the ear. Time had been when the brains were out of man would die and never mend. Now they rise to their graves, 20 gashes upon their crowns and push us from our stools. There's more strange than such a murder is.
My lord, your noble friends do lack you.
Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and help to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, don't fall. I drink for the general joy of the whole table, to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all in him we thirst, and all to all.
Cheers.
Huzzah! A bot! Quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. There's no speculation those eyes without us glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other. Only it spoils the pleasure of time.
Would man dare, I dare. To gain shape but that, my firm nerves shall never tremble. Or be alive again, dare to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit, then mock me. Hence, horrible shadow, and real mockery, hence! By so being gone, I am a man again. Pray you,
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meaning with the most admired disorder.
Not this be and overcome us like a summer's cloud with utter special wonder. It may be strange even to the disposition that I owe.
What sights, my lord?
Oh, pray you ask not. He grows worse and worse. Questions enrage him. At once, good night. Go upon not the order of your standing, but go on peace.
Good night, and better health attend His Majesty.
Good night to all. From whence
How
comes your
sayest thou the
idiocy?
Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to
I
him,
will
sir?
send. I will to mark the weird sisters. More shall I speak, for now I beg to know by the worst means the worst. The blood has stepped in so far that should I wait no more, returning where as tedious as go o'er.
You lack the seasons of all nature. Sleep.
Come, we'll sleep.
Finally, my former speeches have unheeded thoughts, which we can interpret further. Only I say things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan pleaded of Macbeth, but only after he died. and the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed for, Fleance fled. Men must not walk too late. One cannot think how monstrous it was for Malcom to kill his gracious father, and I do think that had the great Macbeth Malcom in his grasp, he should have learned what 'twere to kill a father, and so should Fleance. But peace. From people's talk, and because he failed his presence at the tyrant's monarch's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell me where he bestows himself?
Son of Duncan, of whom this tyrant owes the due of birth, finds himself in the court of the most pious Edward, whereupon the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his highest respect. Thither Macduff is gone, to pray the Holy King upon his aid to wake Northumberland and the warlike Siward, that, by their aid and with him above to ratify the work, we may return to our tables meet, sleep to our nights, free from our feasts and banquets' bloodied knives, all which we pine for now. It is said that this report has so exasperated the king, he prepares for some attempt of war.
Oh, that's not good. Send he to Macduff?
He did, and Macduff replied, "Sir, not I." The messenger turns his back to me and hums as if to say, "You'll rue the time to come."
Huh?
Oh, thrice the brinded cat have you?
Thrice, and once the hedge pig whined.
'Tis time! Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw, toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31, sweltered venom sleeping got, boiled out first in the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing. For a charm of most powerful trouble, like a hellbroth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, ma and gulf. Of the refined salt sea shark, root of hemlock, digged in the dark. Add thereto a tiger's chaldron for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Now the charm is firm and good.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret midnight hags? What is it that you do?
A deed without a name. A name?
I conjure you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it. Answer me. Even till destruction's sake, and answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand.
They'll answer.
They? Call him, let me see him.
For in sow's blood that hath eaten her 9 offspring, grease that sweetened from the murderer's gibbet, throw into the flame. Come high or low, thyself in office deathly show.
Tell me, thou unknown
He
power.
knows thy thoughts. Hear thou speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth! 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 Beware, Macduff! Beware the Thane of Fife! Dismiss me! Enough!
Whate'er thou art for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast heart my hero right. One word
He will
more.
not be commanded. Here's another more potent than the first.
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody boldness. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? That'll make assurance double sure and take the bond of fate. I shall not live that I may tale pale-hearted fear it lies and sleep in spite of thunder.
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion-mettled, proud, and take no care who chafes, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, till great Burnham wood to high Dunsinane hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree, and fix his earthbound root? Sweet prophecy is good. Rebellion's dead. Rise never to the world where to rise. In our high place we fetch a little lease of nature. Pays breath to time and mortal custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, thou art can tell so much. Shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
No more.
I will be satisfied. Did any of this eternal curse fall on you? Let me know.
No.
Show.
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down! My crown to sear my eyeballs. Filthy hags, why did you show me this horrible sight? Oh, I see 'tis true. The blood bolster Banquo smiles upon me and points them for his. What, is this so?
Aye, sir. It is so. Oh, but why stands Macbeth thus amazedly? Oh, come, sisters! Cheer we up his sprites, and give the best of our delights. I'll charm the air to make a sound, while you perform your antic round. This great king may kindly say, our duties shall he welcome pay.
Where are they? Gone? Let this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in without there.
What's your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord!
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord!
Infected be the air whereon they ride, damn all those that trust them. Did hear the galloping horse. Who was that came by?
'Tis Angus, my lord, that bring you word Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England.
Aye, my lord.
Time now anticipates my dread exploits. From this moment on, the first things of my heart be the first things of my hand. Even now, crown my thoughts with actions. Thought and done. Castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon fife. Give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace in his line. No more boasting like a fool. Steed I'll do before this purpose cool. And no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are!
Patience now.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom! To leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his titles in the place from whence himself does fly? He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight against the owl, her young ones in her nest. All is the fear and nothing is the love, as little as the wisdom, when the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest coz, I pray you, school yourself. But for your husband he is noble, wise, and most judicious. But cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. When we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea, each way and none. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be here again. Think that the worst will cease, or else climb upward to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessings upon you.
Fathered is he, and yet he's fatherless. My love,
Your father is dead. What will we do now? How will we live? What? With worms and flies?
What they get, and so do they.
Poor bird. Well, let's never know to fear traps nor snares.
Poor birds, they're not set for it. My father's not dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. And what wilt thou do for a father?
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one who swears and lies.
And what must happen to the liars and the swearers?
Every one that does so must be hanged.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools, 'cause there's enough liars and swearers enough to take the honest men and beat them up and hang them.
God help thee, poor dove. But what wilt thou do for a father?
If my father were dead, you'd weep for him. And if he were not, that'd be sure sign I should get a new father very, very soon.
My poor chatterer. How you talk. My poor little chatterer, how you talk.
These faces. Where's thy husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayest find him.
He's a traitor.
You lie, you shag your son!
Oh, what?
You egg? Young fry of treachery!
Oh my God. That's my favorite part. The child was so right. What do you want? Would I applaud this deed? Didst thou have it so? Didst thou think it wise? This foolish slaughter. Our children, innocent. Innocent. Not I. Not now. Yet, here's a spot. Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a fear? Yet what need we fear, when none can call our great power into account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands never be clean? Oh, no more of that, my lord, no more. You mar all this with starting. Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia could not sweeten this little hand. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale, I tell you yet again. Banquo is buried. He cannot come out of his grave. Neither can she. To bed! I hear a knocking at the south gate. Retire we to our chambers. Come, take my hand. To bed. To bed. What's done is done. To bed. To bed.
Macduff! Cousin! Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men, bestride our downfall and birthdom. Each new mourn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face that it resounds, as if it felt with Scotland and yelled out like syllable of despair.
What I believe, I'll wail. What no believe and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend, I will. What you have spoke, maybe so, perchance. This tyrant whose soul main blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He has not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry god.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil under a royal command, but I shall crave your pardon that which you are my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Though all things foul should wear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I've lost my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts. Why, in this rawness, left you your wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love without leave taking, I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. May be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed. Bleed, poor country, great tyranny, lay thou thy bases here, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs, the title is afeard. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinkst for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the riches to
Be not offended! I speak not in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think with all authority hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England have I have offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet our poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffering, more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean.
See who comes here.
My countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever-gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, the times remove the kings and ink such strangers to serve.
Amen.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where nothing, but who knows nothing, is once seen to smile, where sighs and groans and shrieks that rent the air are made, not marked. Violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy. Dead men's knell is there, scarce asked for who. And good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps, dying or they sicken.
Oh, relation, too nice and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth this the speaker, each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife and all my children, the tyrant has not battered at their peace? Be not going your speech, how goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings that I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was, to my belief, witness the rather, for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort we are coming thither. Gracious England has lent us good Siward and 10,000 men, a greater and wiser soldier none that Christendom gives out.
But I could answer this comfort with the like. But I have Words that would be howled out in the desert air where hearing should not lash them.
What concern they? Is it a general cause, or is it some private grief due to some single breast?
No line that's honest, but in it shares some woe. Though the main part pertains to you alone.
If you mind, keep it not from me. Quickly let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, who shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
I guess at it.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner whereon the quarry these murdered dear to add the death of you.
Merciful heaven! What man, never pull your hat upon your brows, give sorrow words, the grief that does not speak whispers through your heart and bids it break.
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too. Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children.
But all, my pretty ones, did you say all?
Oh, Al-Qaeda! Put all my pretty chickens in their dam in one fell swoop.
Disputed like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man.
I cannot remember such things that were so precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their demerits, but for mine, fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger, blunt not the heart, enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes and braggart with my tongue. But, gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself within my sword's length, set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking. Powers above put on their instruments. Receive what care you may. The night is long and it never finds the day.
The English power is near, led on by Malcom, his uncle Siward, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them for their dear causes, what to the woeful and the grim alarm excite the mortified man.
In Birnam Wood shall we well meet them. That way they are come.
What does the tyrant?
Great Duncan he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad, others who lesser hate him call it a valiant fury. But it is certain that he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of Wold.
Now, does he feel his secret murder sticking on his hands? Now, minutely revolts upbraid his faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now, does he feel his title hang loose about him?
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start? For all that is within him does condemn itself for being there.
Well, march we on, to give obedience what is truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly welt, and with him pour we in our country's purge each drop of us, or so much as it needs, to dew the sovereign flower and drown the wheat. Make we our march towards Birnam.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Birnam Wood removes Duncan, and I cannot tame with fear. It's the boy Malcom. Is he not born of woman? This Spirits of no immortal consequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall have power upon me. Then fly, false thanes, mingle with the English gluttons. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag me down or shake with fear. The devil damn thee, thou cream-faced loon, where goss thou the goose look.
There are 10,000
Peace, fool!
soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou low-livered boy. What soldiers, fool? Death to thy soul! Those linen cheeks of thine are counsellors to fear. What soldiers, white-face?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Seaton! I'm sick at heart when I behold. Seaton, I say! This push will cheer me ever to seat me now. I've lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into disrepair. The yellow leaves now which accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends I must not look to have, in their stead curses, not loud but deep, mouth honor, breath which the poor heart should fain deny and dare not. Say it!
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till for my bones my flesh be hacked. Get me my armor.
It's not needed yet.
Put it on. Send out the horses. Skirt the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor. Bring it after me. How does my wife?
Sick, my lord. Her head is filled with thick coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Don't physics, you dog, I'll none of it. Come, put my armor on. Get me my staff. Bring it after me. Not be afraid of death and bane till Barna Wood put Duncan name.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand. The chambers will be safe.
We doubt nothing. But what is this for us?
The wood of Burnham. Let every soldier hew him down a bough, and bear it before him, thereby shall we shatter the numbers of our host and make discovery and report of us.
It shall be done.
Will there no other but the confident tyrant keep still in Dunsinane, and will endure our setting down before it?
'Tis the main hope. For when there is advantage to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt. And none serve with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just censures attend the true event and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will with due decision let us know. We shall say we have and what we know. Thoughts speculative or unsure hopes relate, but certain issues, strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance the war.
I've almost forgotten the taste of fears. Time has been, my senses would have cooled to hear a shriek in the night. My hair would a dismal tree to stand and stir as if life were in it. Supped full of horrors. Dying is familiar to my slaughter's thoughts cannot once start me.
My lord, the queen is dead.
She should have died a year after. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps at this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded death. And all our yesterdays like fools the way to dusty death. Out! Out, brief candle! Life's but a walking shadow. Poor player that struts and frets his last hour upon the stage that is heard no more. It's a tale told by an idiot. Will sound and fury signify nothing.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say saw, but know not how to do it.
I'll say, sir.
As I stood my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and on me thought the wood began to move.
Liar and villain!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile, may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
Thou speakest false. Upon the next tree shall thou hang alive till famine cling thee. Thy speech be sooth. Care not if thou dost for me as much. Poland resolution began to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies in the truth. Fear not, till Burnham wood come to Dunsinane, and now wood comes towards Dunsinane! Arm and out. If this which he avouches does appear, there's no flying hence nor tarrying here. Yet to be weary of the sun, which the state of the world were now undone. Bring the alarm bell. Blow wind, come rack, these will die with armor on her back. They tie me to a stake. Cannot fly with bear like I must fight the course. Where is he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear none.
What is thy name?
Thou will be afraid to hear it.
Thou cannot pronounce a name harder than dies in hell.
My name is Macbeth.
The devil cannot pronounce a name more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, O born tyrant! With thy sword I'll prove that lie thou speakest. No!
I was born of woman. Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn. Furnished by man to a woman born.
That way the noises. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou be'st slain and with no sword of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched soldiers whose arms are hired to bear their weapons. Either thou Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheath again unto thee. There thou shouldst speak. By this great clatter, one of greatest note seems rooted. Let me find him fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. Castles gently rendered. Tired people on both sides do fight. The noble Danes do bravely in the war. The day almost self-professed yours, and little is to do.
We have no foes that strike beside us.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man. Which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man, he died.
And he is dead?
Aye. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
He has wounds on the front, but then God's soldier be he. And as many sons that have heirs, I would not wish them to a fair death. And so's Nell is an old.
He's worth more sorrow. That I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They would say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die upon mine own sword? As I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound. Turn.
All else have I avoided thee. Get thee back. Thy soul is much too charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain, the terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor. Seizing mayst thou the unflinching air with thy keen sword and presses make me bleed. Let thy blade fall on boneable crest. Bear a charmed life shall not end one born of woman.
Despair thy charm. And let the demon that thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so. For cow my better part of man. They tricked me with a double sense. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and let to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee as our rare monsters are. Painted upon a pole, and under it here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield! To kiss the ground at young Malcolm's feet, or to be baited by the rabble's curse. Lay on, Macduff. Damned be he that first cries hold. Enough!
friends we missed are safe arrived.
Some must go off, but though they see so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed crown. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl. Then speak my salutations in their mind, I desire aloud of mine. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland!